Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to What's Trending for St. Patrick's Day 2021. I hope you are having a good one so far. Happy Wednesday. We got a lot going on for you this week with our What's Trending, so we're going to hop into it. Of course, the first thing we want to talk about today is our St. Patrick's Day 2021. We got stimulus checks going on. We got green beer. We got free donuts, and we got more on tap for today on Wednesday. Look down here. We've got of course, we got the stimulus checks coming out today, which is kind of an oddity for St. Patrick's Day, but congratulations on that. We've also got some green donuts coming through from Krispy Kreme, so check those out. Budweiser, of course, got their all beer green by pledging renewable energy credits equivalent to the estimated electricity needed to brew every beer in the U.S. That's kind of an interesting one. McDonald's also kicked off it with green early with having minty shamrock shakes. I'll get it right here in a minute. And the Oreo Shamrock McFlurry. And if you go down here and just look through the USA Today article, they got all kinds of good stuff here. All through, you got Applebee's doing stuff. Arby's got a mint chocolate, Cold Stone Kearney, Culver's, Dairy Queen, Denny's, Duck Donuts, all over. We got Dunkin's in it. Everybody's in it. A whole list of stuff you can get today. So check that out. All your St. Patty's Day deals for today. But be sure and get you one of those green Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure they are awesome. So give that a shot. All right. Well, what's up next? Well, our feel good story for the week is that cat rescues are still happening. I didn't know that. I never really understood why a cat rescue was needed anyway. If a cat could get up there, why couldn't a cat get down? I've never really understood that, but maybe somebody can tell me how that works out. But anyway, Florida firefighter, they rescued this cat. He'd only been up in the tree for a week, so I guess maybe they're not as on top of it as they used to. But this cat was apparently in, I think it was Pensacola, Florida. I think he was stuck in the tree for a week. Firefighters finally got him down. He's fine. There he is. He's sipping some water. And apparently the cat eats spaghetti because he was eating spaghetti as well. So, but anyway, congratulations to the Pensacola firefighters for getting that cat out of the tree and giving him some nice spaghetti dinner there. What else we got? Oh, this one's kind of interesting. Came across this. Some cities are actually paying people up to $16,000 to move there. So if you've been thinking about relocating, maybe you want to find the city that'll give you the best deal. But there's an online directory out there that you can go to called makemymove.com. I checked it out last night. I'm going to show you one here in a minute, but they'll do anything from tax breaks to loan forgiveness. Like they just give you money to buy, for your down payment and stuff to buy your home. But it says around 8.9 million people have already moved between March and October of 2020, and 94,000 people from the year prior. But a lot of these these cities are looking to get folks to come in for certain jobs and things like this, but also just to help boost their economy. And they got 37 relocation offers out there right now. So it's kind of interesting. One I found here was kind of interesting up here in Southwest Michigan. If you want to move up to Southwest Michigan, just 90 miles from Chicago. It's a darling coastal community of Southwest Michigan. Is rewarding new movers with $15,000 in a forgivable grant to purchase a new home. But here's the kicker. You're also going to get to choose from a menu of additional perks, including an annual pass to local beaches, a 1-year co-working space membership, car service to and from the regional airport for a year. And here you go, 2 VIP passes to the 2022 KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship. So I don't know. I don't know where else you want to move in the United States. We can get you 2 free tickets to a PGA tour event. So here you go. Population 9843. Hop on in there, see if that's a place you might want to get. And they'll give you 16 grand for moving up there. Now, one thing you might want to check out, too, before you start going in there and finding these places is I also found here are the states with the longest and shortest life expectancies, according to the CDC. So this might come into play, too. I mean, money is something, but maybe living's another thing. But apparently, the key points on this thing, of course, the CDC, they've been right about so many things here lately. I don't know about this one, but if you were born in the American South, the chances of living a long life aren't as high as the rest of the United States. That's not a very good thing for me to hear. But anyway, they said that Americans are expected to live an average of 78.7 years. Though women, as they always are likely to outlive men by about 5 years in this report. But as you go down here, it'll actually show you a map of where the good ones are and where the bad ones are. So if you're in the light colors here, you're not in very good shape. In fact, if you're in West Virginia, that's the worst place to be for life expectancy. And then if you go down here to Hawaii, Hawaii is the best place. So anywhere from 74.4 to 81 years in Hawaii. So you can check it out. Just click that, check on your state, see how long you're going to live. But West Virginia, Mississippi, Alabama, Kentucky, Tennessee, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Arkansas, South Carolina, and Missouri all ranked in the bottom 10. So you guys, I don't know what you're doing down there, but stop it, because your life expectancy is only 74.4 years. Now, I don't know what's going on in California and New York, but they got up in the high ranking. But of course, Hawaii took the cake with the top spot, average expectancy of 81 years. And I kind of understand that in Hawaii. It's pretty kind of laid back over there. So you guys living a long life out there, but you might want to check that out before you take any of those offers for people to send you there. All right. Well, speaking of science and the CDC, I came across this. It says scientists may have solved ancient mystery of the first computer. And they said they claim a breakthrough in the study of this 2,000-year-old, and I can't even pronounce that, but it's a neat mechanism, and I can say astronomical calculator. And they found this thing in the sea, and I saw this picture. I said, man, that thing's 2,000 years old. I mean, that's in pretty good shape, you know. Then I got to read an article down here, and that's actually what they found. This thing's all corroded up and everything. But it's supposed to be from like 80 BC. They found it there some divers found it in the bottom of the ocean out there in between Crete and the Peloponnese. And they say that, it was on a boat and they had a storm back in the day, and there it was, and the boat sunk, and there it is. But this thing used to, be able to figure out where the planets were and everything. It says it originally was encased in a wooden box, 1 foot tall. I don't know how the heck they knew that, but they said there's still inscriptions on it. It has its own built-in user manual. So and 30 bronze gear pins. So they've been working on this thing, but I think they found like 82 separate fragments that they didn't know exactly what to do with. But they kind of put this thing together and trying to, and did one of those things where they kind of simulate what it looked like. But they figure that it was figuring out the sun, moon, and planets of Mercury, Venus, and Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn in these concentric rings. But they said the problem was that they were assuming, like many of us are, that the world around, the whole universe revolves around the Earth. Of course it doesn't, the sun, so the things were probably off. But kind of interesting story about science and how they could put that stuff together. This other thing I found was really kind of interesting. I didn't know, I don't even know how they even researched this, but they said cone snails are liars and murderers. Now, I don't know who has time to worry about cone snails and what they do, but apparently they lure their prey with the promise of sex, and then they kill them cold. So these cone snails, man, you just stay away from those things, because they are some bad mamma jammas. But apparently they've got a venom that I guess it puts out and makes these things think that one of them says down here, it says they could be worms sexually stimulated and hot to trot to come in and see these things. And then what they do is they put out this venom, and it renders these things just kind of give kind of a dizzying thing, and they kind of just go numb, and then they eat them. So apparently it's a pretty big enough deal for them to write about it in the Atlantic. And I don't know, but stay away from those cone snails, because they're liars and murderers. All right, what else we got? Oh no, snap. Look at this. For all you folks that are not paying for your own Netflix, you got trouble coming, because the password sharing thing may soon be a thing of the past. I mean, they've only been allowing it for like 14 years, and but I'm sure that I guess they're tired of losing all those $9.95s or whatever they're losing. But But anyway, Netflix says that they're going out there and they're going to start monitoring this thing. And of course, I read kind of a workaround on it is, you know, if you have someone that's willing to give you the password for Netflix, and they're probably going to be willing to give you this special code that they're going to send them to watch the shows on their own device. So all you gotta do is, I guess, get that code. So I don't know what the whole use of the thing is, but anyway, Netflix is going to be going back and saying, nope, you know, maybe we're not going to do this password sharing thing anymore. So, you guys want to call, like I said, you're going to cough up your own $9.95. I don't know what to tell you. In other entertainment news, oh no, you know, J-Lo, what's going on? I mean, Jennifer Lopez, we saw this last week, and Alex A-Rod are calling it quits. I don't know, Jennifer. Now she says, "Oh, I knew, Marion, it wasn't the right thing." This type of thing. So I don't know. It looked like they were pretty happy. All the stuff I've seen in COVID times and everything, but they're calling it quits. I think there was some rumor that he was googly eyes some girl or something. But anyway, for all you guys who had in Vegas had any bets on when J-Lo and A-Rod were going to get hitched, well, you know, you lost your money because they're not. So anyway. Sad times, but that's kind of the way the world goes, I guess. But let's look over here at this thing. I saw this too, this ultra rare 63 Chrysler Turbine car. And I'd never, maybe I'd seen one of these before, but I don't know if you guys ever seen one of these before with this thing. It's crazy. It actually has a turbine in it. That's the name Turbine Car. This guy just bought one. There were only 55 of them made by Chrysler. But they didn't work out because of the gas mileage and all kinds of other stuff. But that's where the turbine engine fits in there. It's supposed to be a smooth operator, but it just didn't have the right emissions and fuel economy. So what they ended up doing was taking them all to this car smashing place, and they smashed them all up, yeah, except for a few of them. And I think it says all but 9 of them were built that were sent to the crusher. 7 others ending up in museums and 2 in private hands. And of course, Jay Leno has one of them. He's got about every car out there, I think. But and then they got it. They won't tell us who the other guy was. With that, the owner of Domino's at one time, founder Tom Monahan, he bought one from the Harris collection. But they did say that the engine, there's a spare engine out there. Didn't have any price on the car, but he said the engine, he would sell the engine, a spare engine for $100,000, you know. So I thought, well, dadgum, if a spare engine $100,000, how much is the Turbine Car? So I got to looking, and of course, it took me about 2 seconds on Google to find out. The 1963 Chrysler turbine is probably worth around $415,000. So if you wanted one, you're going to fight the guy because only a couple of them left. So there you are. And then I also got to wonder about Jay's collection too. Maybe, I don't know if y'all ever seen him around, but he has tons of cars, and he's got shows and everything. But it's located next to the Burbank Airport out there, and Jay has 181 cars and 160 motorcycles in his collection. So I thought, well, what's all that worth? Well, it's worth about $52 million. So Jay Leno's got $52 million worth of classics and things out there in his list. But and of course, he got all these Cobras and all this. It's got this article, all of them in here. But you got some really, really good classics out there. And you think 52 million was a lot, you know, but he got 181 cars, 160 motorcycles out of it. But check this out. You know, last week we were talking about, the other week, Cuban, we were talking about all these cryptocurrency things, and he talked about NFTs, right? And so we were looking at these things, you know, playing cards and stuff. But this buyer paid $69 million for this right here. Okay. What it is digital. It's not, I mean, it's all it is. We talk about NFTs, they're all digital. So this digital picture here that you're seeing right now, some guy paid $69 million for this picture. So I don't even know what my comment's going to be on this one. It's called Every Day is the First 5,000 Days. And of course, it's the first virtual non-fungible token artwork to be sold. And it closed at $69,346,250 on online auction last Thursday. And the guy that bought it was the founder of Metapurse, which is an NFT fund. So he's part of it. And then one big cryptocurrency guy had started, but the bidding for this thing, I was reading down here, actually started at $100. So I went from $100 to 69 million, pretty quick. But it took this guy, he said, Winkleman is the guy's real name. He goes by, he goes by Beeple. So I guess that's better than Winkleman. But it said it took him 5,000 images, and it took 13 years to make it. And I'm just looking at the thing going, I don't know. I don't I don't really see 13 years, and I don't really see 69 million. But hey, times are a changing. But there's all kind of stuff down here. I saw that some digital picture of a playing card for one of the basketball players, LeBron. Yeah, it was like $600,000. And there's another one down here, a flying, was it a cat? Was it? Now the cat was able to cash in on the flying Pop-Tart cat animation for almost $600,000. So you guys missed out on that too. But just crazy stuff in this world, where money's going and how it's happening. So, but anyway, it's just weird. We talked about this the other day, and now they've already got one out here for 69.3 million. So I just let you kind of gaze at that for a little bit and just feel wealthy for just a second. All right, well, that is it for today. We're going to go back and review real quick. We got the stimulus stuff coming through on St. Patty's Day, so be sure and get your stimulus check, get your green beer, get your green shake, whatever it is you're going to get. There's that mini shake from somewhere, and be sure that you have a great St. Patrick's Day. And of course, cat, just be sure your cat don't get up in the tree, because it's apparently taking the firefighters a little bit longer to get to them these days. So you might be up there a week or so. And then where you gonna move? I mean, be sure that you go up to this site called makemymove.com and check out where you're gonna move and how much you're gonna get paid for that. And then of course you want to go over here to this place and find out on this map thing, find out what your life expectancy is going to be, because we kind of need to know that, and then of course learn about all the science stuff. I mean, stuff just keeps hopping up out of the ocean, and I mean, if they got a computer that's 2,000 years old, what else are they going to find, right? They had that 2,000 years ago. I don't know why they weren't any more advanced. And then of course cone snails, I'm just amazed at what people will study these days, but there it is. And of course Netflix, just get ready for that. You might have to pull out $10 out of your pocket and get you on now. And then and be sure, fellas, that you take care of your honey there, so you don't end up like poor old A-Rod up here without a J-Lo. And then cool cars. I mean, get out there. It's just fun stuff to look at. I always love to go to car shows, but it's just amazing that something. I mean, they destroyed 85 of these things, right? Or they had 85 and they destroyed them all but 9, and now they're worth $450,000. So that was just kind of a stupid move on Chrysler's part. But man, I think they had a lot of money these days just keeping those cars around. But anyway, there it is, and there's that. And then I'm going to leave you with the NFT for the day. All right, guys. Well, have a good one. I'll pop in here and say hi to you real quick. I've been kind of hiding in the background here real quick. But have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. And we went about 19 minutes today, so not too bad. But if you got some stuff that's coming up on What's Trending, you got some comments, pop it in the comments in Facebook or YouTube or wherever you at, Instagram, wherever it is, and let me know what you think and what we missed this week, and we can chat about that too. But be looking forward to Thrive Thursday tomorrow. And then on Friday, we got our new Finish Strong Friday thing going on. So we've got a 10 ways to keep your focus coming on Friday. So that's going to be a pretty important one to you. But anyway, enjoy this picture for a couple more minutes, because I'm going to let you go, and we will talk to you later. Have a great one, and always keep moving in the direction of your dreams. We'll talk to you later. Bye.